Hello and welcome back once again to the Wrestling Rant. And it is time for the predictions, my predictions for the TLC pay-per-view, which, let me just take a look at my phone here. 15th of December, 2013. And that will be in Houston, Texas, by the way. Now, is it just me, or does this pay-per-view seem rather lackluster just from the get-go? The reason I ask that is because, aside from the kickoff match, there have only been 5 matches announced for the pay-per-view. Only 5. And those 5 matches are supposed to fill a 3-hour time slot. Now, they never always go to the full 3 hours, so I don't know. But I'm guessing there's going to be a bunch of impromptu stuff, or filler segments, probably promo segments, or video packages. I don't know why they didn't just, book more matches. Again, I've been saying this for I don't know how long. There's so much young talent that could be used. Anyways, bitching aside, let's just get right into the predictions. As I said, the kickoff match was announced to be Dolph Ziggler versus Fandango. And I'm going to predict Fandango to win this, mainly because they seem to be burying Ziggler for no good reason right now. And they just don't think he's really a main event player, which they're dead wrong. I don't know what retard in the WWE thinks that Ziggler's not a main event player, but they're wrong. Anyways, I will predict Johnny to win this one. Vince loves the Fandango character, and Jesus, I don't know why. I like Johnny, but the character is just... Johnny's made it work, but the character's just not that good. But yes, I will predict Fandango will win. He'll probably cheat, whatever. Summer will get involved or something, distract Ziggler. Whatever. And speaking of the kickoff panel is, they already announced Mick Foley, Booker T, and The Miz. And of course, it'll probably be hosted by Josh Matthews again. Whatever. So there's your panel. Anyways, jumping into the pay-per-view, the confirmed matches that we have, starting off, Big E Langston defending the Intercontinental title against Damian Sandow. I will go ahead and predict Big E to retain, because I really don't see him losing to Sandow, and after Sandow failed to cash in his Money in the Bank on Cena, I don't know, it just doesn't really look like they're going to make Sandow look good. Although they may actually go ahead and give him the Intercontinental title here to build him up. Because honestly, they should have done this months ago before he even won the Money in the Bank. They should have built him up by having him win the Intercontinental title or the US title, build him up, make him look like a contender, then have him win the damn Money in the Bank, cash it in, and he could have won. But no, they fucked it up. They gave him the Money in the Bank first without really building him up, just like they've done to everybody else. The Money in the Bank is such a stupid crutch, and it's sickening. Again, bitching aside. But yes, I will officially predict Big E to retain. I really doubt they're going to start building up Sandow. So, whatever. After that, the only other minor title match we have is AJ Lee defending her Divas title against Natalya. really don't see Natalya winning. They have shit all over Natalya for so long. The stupid farting gimmick. And then this Total Divas nonsense. It really doesn't seem like they give a shit about her. Despite the fact that she is a good wrestler. They just don't seem to care. But then again, AJ is probably the best diva overall right now, as far as cutting promos and being a good wrestler. She's certainly better than the Bellas. She's certainly better than the Funkadactyls. And she's certainly better than Alicia Fox. Anyways, but yes, I will predict AJ to retain once again. Something tells me that they're just going to have AJ hold on to the Divas title until they finally decide to bring up Paige from NXT. And then Paige could be the one to win the Divas title, or take the Divas title away from AJ. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Moving on from that, we have the first of 2 3-on-1 handicap matches. CM Punk against all 3 members of The Shield. Now, even though Punk said he pretty much knows full well he's not going to win this match, something tells me that he actually might. Because there's been a lot of tension lately between the members of The Shield. Ambrose specifically has been throwing Rollins and Reigns under the bus. And, there was the thing on, I think it was Raw, where it was Punk or maybe it was last week's Smackdown. I don't know. No, it was Raw, because I remember watching the match. Ambrose went against Punk and threw Punk out of the ring so that Rollins and Reigns could beat his ass, and they didn't do anything. And then he goes out and he's like, why the hell didn't you do something to him? And then he told him to take a hike and that he could, finish Punk off by himself, and he ended up losing. But Punk still got ran through by Reigns, but whatever. But yes, because of the tension between the members of The Shield, something tells me there will be a miscommunication, or Rollins and Reigns will once again just sort of turn their backs on Ambrose, or Ambrose will do something to piss the two of them off, and they'll just leave and leave him high and dry, and Punk will be able to sneak in a win. Something tells me that's what's going to happen. And this is just going to drive the wedge between The Shield further and further, and eventually it'll lead to them breaking up, which will be sad, because I've enjoyed the Shield gimmick for a while. But anyways, after that, we have the other 3-on-1 handicap match, which is going to be Daniel Bryan versus all 3 members of the Wyatt family, Harper, Rowan, and Bray Wyatt himself. I don't know. I think I might be a little bit foolish in my prediction with this one. But then again, maybe not. I'm predicting Bryan to win this one as well, because the way Bryan has been pushed, even though he never was able to really get the WWE title away from Randy, not really, and when he did, they kept taking it away. Even though all of that, he's still stayed pretty popular, so they may end up giving him the win here, and it may feed into what I said on Raw, I think it was, when I said that Bryan should be able to overcome the Wyatts and become stronger because of it, so that he can end up becoming a contender for the new champion of champions, whoever it might be. And that may have been one thing I might have forgot to mention during the Raw video, is during the promo at the end of the night when Cena was talking, he said that he would gladly give Bryan the first shot if he was to win. If Cena was to win, that is. Cena said that he would give Bryan the first shot at the title if Cena is successful in beating Randy and becoming the champion of champions. So yeah, Cena's basically offered Bryan first crack at the new title if Cena wins it. So, but God knows if Randy wins, he's not going to give Bryan shit. But yes, I do think Bryan will win here somehow. You know, he's definitely a better wrestler than all three of the Wyatts combined. So, don't see why he shouldn't be able to beat them. Unless they cheat their asses off, and which they might, they probably will. But that brings me to the final match that's actually been officially announced, and that, of course, is the TLC match for both the WWE and World Heavyweight titles, or the newly unified title. But that will be between John Cena and Randy Orton. And it doesn't matter how I predict this, it's going to end up with a shitty finish either way. As I've said before, no matter what, we're getting a lame champion. We're either going to get Cena for the 100th time, or we're going to get Orton. But either way, we lose. I'm still going to go ahead and predict Cena, just because, you know, he never really loses in these situations. It would take nothing short of a miracle for Randy Orton to actually beat John Cena in a TLC match, considering the two of these guys have had some pretty extreme sort of matches before. They've been in last man standing matches, they've been in street fights. I'm pretty sure, no, they haven't been in a TLC match with each other before, because apparently this is going to be, I remember they said in one of the hype videos, this is going to be Randy's first TLC match. Which sounds like bullshit to me, because Randy was in the Money in the Bank match, and the Money in the Bank match is essentially a TLC match. Although, I don't know, maybe they don't count it that way anymore. But Cena's only been in one TLC match, if I remember what the hype video said correctly, or maybe I have it backwards. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Right, Cena and Orton have been in a lot of different extreme matches. Last Man Standing, Extreme Rules, I Quit matches. They had a table match against one another. But Cena's pretty much lost every tables match he's ever been in. If this match was just a tables match, something tells me Randy would win. But it's not. It's a TLC match. And I just can't see Cena losing with this much at stake. Both titles essentially equating to the new Champion of Champions title. I really hope they don't use that name or the ugly belt. Just bring back the Undisputed title belt and just call it the Undisputed WWE Champion. You know, that's all you gotta do. Anyways, but yeah, here's the one minor note, though, about this match. Spoilers have come in for the taping of the Tribute to the Troops, which is going to air on the 28th of December, which is apparently 2 whole weeks after the TLC pay-per-view. And the note was that Cena came out holding neither the WWE title belt nor the World Heavyweight title belt, which would indicate that he could possibly lose the match at TLC, and Randy may end up winning. I don't know. The WWE might have done that on purpose, though. We're going to tape this before the pay-per-view, so we better not spoil the ending by having Cena walk out with a new belt or any belt. You know, I don't know. But there is that one little minor note. I'm still going to go ahead and predict that Cena's going to win. I just cannot see him losing this match with so much on the line. But yeah, so that is it for the matches that have been officially announced for the pay-per-view. On to the possibilities of what they could do as filler. Again, Ryback, they might stick him in somewhere. I'm thinking they may end up doing a tag match, Ryback and Axel versus Big Show and Rey Mysterio. Because if you saw the Smackdown video, there was a match between Big Show and Ryback, which Big Show won, and after the match, Big Show and Rey attacked Axel after the match. So they may end up having a tag team match between those two. Who knows? Also, since the pay-per-view is going to be in Houston, Texas, which I believe is Caitlin's hometown, she's from somewhere in Texas, I'm pretty sure it's Houston, they may have her in a match against one of the other divas, just to have a hometown hero match or whatever. They'll probably either have her lose just to stick it in her face, or they could have her win just to have a feel-good moment, whatever. So there's that possibility. And also, I noticed that another title conspicuous by its absence here in the card lineup are the tag team titles. Cody Rhodes and Goldust are not involved in anything. And once again, from the Smackdown video, Cody Rhodes and Goldust were beaten in a non-title match, of course, by the Real Americans. And so that may have given the Real Americans enough credibility that they may very well go after the tag team titles. So we may see an impromptu tag team title match on the pay-per-view as well. There won't be a U.S. title match because Ambrose is in the match with The Shield versus Punk. And we already have the Intercontinental match, the Intercontinental title, and we already have the Divas title. And of course the two main titles, Cena and Orton. And so, yeah, those are the only other ones. What they seriously might want to think about doing is, since you're going to go ahead and unify the WWE title and the World Heavyweight title, is you might want to bring in a new title for maybe the lower card guys. Like, seriously, bring back the Cruiserweight title or a Light Heavyweight or whatever. Just give these smaller guys something to fight for. A spot on the show for them. You know, like I said, have it be like WCW. You have some good Cruiserweight matches to get the crowd pumped up, really exciting matches to get the crowds fired up in between, you know, the boring spots in the show. Do that. We could see some more new young talent, people that haven't been overexposed, you know. But whatever. Once again, that was the TLC predictions for the pay-per-view, which will be on the, did I say 19th? 15th. the 15th of December, 2013, Houston, Texas, the TLC pay-per-view. Like I said before, folks, this pay-per-view seems really lackluster. I don't see it being all that great. Even if all the good guys win, it doesn't matter what happens in the early part of the pay-per-view. No matter what, we either get Cena or Orton winning. Unless they want to try and throw in a swerve. I've heard an idea. I don't think it's a rumor or a report. It was just an idea probably floating around that message board. Is that they might try to do something so stupid that I cannot possibly... I really don't think this is going to happen, but there's an idea that Triple H will somehow either insert himself into the match between Cena and Orton, and it'll be a triple threat, or Triple H will just come out during the match, knock both guys out, and just take both belts, and be declared the winner somehow. I really doubt that's going to happen. Triple H is supposed to be retired, so I really don't see that happening. But God knows the WWE's pretty fucking stupid. They might do something stupid like that. And if they do, I can only imagine how bad the backlash is going to be. Speaking of backlash, I've been getting really damn bored watching Raw every week. And these pay-per-views over the last few months. I really don't know how much longer I can take this shit. It's been so boring for so long, and they just refuse to use younger talent, fresh faces that, haven't been shoved down our throats for years. It's getting old. I'm thinking if something doesn't change sometime soon, I'm gonna stop watching this shit. Maybe I'm just jaded. I have been watching this stuff for a really long time. Really long time. I've been watching the WWE since I can't even remember how old I was. Just to give you an idea, though, I started watching the WWE in 1998. WrestleMania 14 was the first pay-per-view I saw live. I watched it on pay-per-view. And my God, how times have changed since then. Back then, I still go back and watch that pay-per-view from time to time just to remember how good it was. Great matches, you had great stories leading up to the stuff. And nowadays, it's nowhere near as good. Characters are nowhere near as developed because they just won't allow character development. Except with a few select people. Storylines are boring and bland. And matches are lackluster because we don't really have that many talented people. We have some, but we don't have anywhere near as many as we did back then. Like I said, maybe I'm just jaded, I don't know, but it's been really boring lately, and I really don't want to keep wasting my time with this crap if things don't change. So, I'm gonna say right here, right now, that if things don't change by WrestleMania, I'm probably gonna stop watching. And I may end up switching over to TNA just to continue doing the Wrestling Rant as a show. but I doubt that. I watched an episode of TNA here recently, and it just was not that good. But if it doesn't change, if things don't get better by WrestleMania, that could be the end of the show. So I hate to end on such a downer note, but it is what it is. Maybe then I'll finally have time to start doing the TEW stuff more often. I don't know. Either way, as I said before, that has been my predictions for the TLC pay-per-view for Sunday, December 15th, 2013, from Houston, Texas. I should be able to watch the whole pay-per-view and the kickoff. I'm not working Sunday, so I should be able to, but then again, I might forget again like I did last month. Hopefully I will be able to see everything and take good detailed notes. But we will see you on Sunday with the full review, I guess, of the TLC pay-per-view. Join us then. Thank you for watching the predictions video here tonight, and we will see you next time.